Alright, alright, alright. Today is the time to just be negative and just to be. So, I'm really tired with all of this tiredness. Why is it that when you feel tired, it makes you it makes you intensify those feelings over and over. But then when you are neutral, when you already feel at peace, and then just think that everything is dumb, so that's the kind of weird dynamic that I have noticed when one is happy. It's it's actually when one is really not appreciating everything that exists, when everything just feels meaningless, just feels absurd, and everything just seems funny. So it's really questionable when people say that you gotta be optimistic or you gotta be more grateful. Because you know what? Sometimes when I just accept that life is just this stupid existence with no directions, it actually feels more relieving, feels more, it is more freeing. So I wonder if that's only for me, perhaps, not for everyone. So I'm not gonna say that this is how everyone should behave. If that's not for you, then good for you. But the problem with this attitude is that people don't really like it. So you're kind of repelling people by saying those things. And but trying to be nice is not really something that's worth it most of the time. There are times where it's really important to do that, but in general, I really, really like being alone. I mean, sometimes when I'm alone, it would feel like I kind of really miss people. But then when I'm already with people, I don't want to be with them. I just want to be alone. Maybe I'm too selfish. I don't know. But the problem is, I don't really want to care. I just want people for certain things. And I know that really sounds selfish, but again, I don't really mind that personally. I don't mind that, but I know that people will not like that. And I don't wanna be mean, but I think I'm just mean. Yeah, I'm mean with. But I'm mean to people who I don't really like because they just kind of they're these pushy people. They just keep trying to gauge what you're thinking. I don't really want to tell them what I'm thinking because it's not really relevant to them. And they just wouldn't understand what I'm thinking because I'm constantly thinking. I'm thinking all the time. And they they wouldn't want to know what I'm thinking, but they keep asking me what I'm thinking. It's just annoying. Can we just talk about what we are talking about? Don't ask me what I'm thinking, okay? Don't ask me what I'm thinking. Just talk about something and then we're gonna talk about that thing. Ask me what my opinion on something, I will tell you my opinion on it. You don't need to ask me what I'm thinking because sometimes what I'm thinking doesn't really make sense and I'm just playing with my thoughts and I need to kind of calibrate these things that don't yet have words for me to express them. They're like clocks and I want to calibrate them, alright? And you wouldn't understand that, okay? Because it really has nothing to do with you. I just want to think about these things. Okay, I'm just rambling now. Hmm. But I already said that this video is just gonna be negativistic, alright? So I don't care. I don't care. Let me be negative. Just for now. Alright? Just for now. Just for now. Well, well. Well. Why do people say well? What does well mean? It's really hard to translate well into my native language, Indonesian. There are really no vocab vocabulary vocab vocab vocabulary vocabulary that really match the word well in English. So it's kind of funny. How English has the word well. if you want to translate it into my native language, you gotta use different words for different contexts. And even then, for some contexts, there's still no correct translation, it seems, that really convey what the English word means well. Shit. Ooh, it's so cold. I hate cold. But I don't mind cold. You know what? I don't like seeing myself on camera because the gaze just feels weird. If I'm looking at a mirror, I will be looking at my eyes. But when I'm looking at camera, it just kind of feels weird. So I will be looking down and I'm not really looking at myself. Sometimes I don't know what this body wants. Sometimes it just kind of praises me. Probably because I'm really sleepy. I'm just forcing myself to wake up. And I should ask myself, why? Why are you forcing yourself to wake up? It's because I used to think that sleeping is really wasting time, that sleeping is really kind of taking away the time that I could have used to think about other things. I don't ever want to stop thinking. I don't think it's healthy. It's not healthy to keep thinking, alright? And you also need to move your body, right? You need to move your body. Why should I move my body? Well, I do want to move my body. But not right now. so I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy. So I'm just free will doesn't exist. Well, if the world exists, free will doesn't exist because there will be causes and effects, and everything that is happening in your brain is happening prior to previous causes that were caused by your environment or the genetics that you are born with. So you have those two options. Well, there's also the third option, which is the randomness of quantum physics. And you could argue that this randomness of quantum physics is actually what free will is. Yes, you could argue that, to be honest. I never really thought about that before until one point where I thought, well, what if this randomness is actually free will? That's the agent making a will, but he just doesn't realize it because it's free, because it's random. He doesn't have it because self doesn't exist, but free will exists. It's whose free will? Who knows? Maybe God's free will. Maybe you don't really have free will. It's only God's. But free will does exist. It just doesn't belong to you. You know? Alright. Okay, if free will doesn't belong to me, then what am I? I am just a ghost. I'm a ghost. It's kind of relieving to think that I'm a ghost. Almost literally. Almost literally, I'm a ghost because nobody really sees me most of the time. Everyone keeps saying that I'm a monk that doesn't meet people. Well, I don't want to be that way too much. Sometimes I do need people, but yes, most of the times I actually don't want to be with people. Or I can be with people as long as they don't talk and I just kind of play with their bodies. I think that's more fun to have someone that you can play with. And now I'm feeling like Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh my god. No. Am I Jeffrey Dahmer? I hope to God no. I'm not him. I'm not him. You could say whatever you want, but that doesn't gonna change the fact, Kevin. Alright, alright. That's okay. Okay, let me be him. Alright? Mm, no. No, don't be him. Please. Please, don't be him. Don't be him. Alright? This is not what you should supposed to say. Words are gonna manifest your world. You gotta select your words really, really carefully. Now I'm feeling like Elsa. No, 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 don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I really support anarcho capitalism. I think everyone should defend themselves. And you can defend other people, but it shouldn't be mandated by the government. It should be on your own free will, on your own desire to help other people. Well, if there's no one to help other people, well, then doom that society. Well, I don't really believe that. I believe that there's group evolution. And if there are group of people who believe that they shouldn't help each other, then that group will eventually die by itself. Then other group will thrive. So if you're in a group of people who doesn't really want to help each other, well, you're the kind of person who want to help each other, you should move out and find your tribe. And then after that, you will be able to help each other. And then you're gonna be the one who thrive, while this group of people who kind of standoffish to each other, they don't want to help each other, they're selfish, okay, they will eventually die off by itself. So let nature takes its course. You don't have to worry about this. The only people who need to worry about this are the oppressors, are the authoritarians, those who want to impose